Moving right along to Section 4. This one's going to be just as intense as all the rest. Let's give you a quick idea who's in the section for Section 4, just so you know where everybody was officially shuffled. This one actually has 8 teams in it, and Berks Catholic is a powerhouse. They're in it. Calico, former district champion, is in it. Conrad Weiser, Donegal, Elko. LS has been fantastic over the years. Octorara and Powerhouse Wyomissing. This thing is going to be a slobber knocker, Eric, and we're going to listen to Berks Catholic's coach here talk about his excitement to be in, but just think about those 8 teams going head-to-head every week as they have to see each one on the schedule week after week after week. Let's hear what Berks Catholic's head coach had to say.
Right now it feels pretty good. You know, I'm excited about going into a new league. In our league, you know, we had to go out and find 5 non-league games. And when you're a good mid-sized school, trying to find teams to play in, that's hard to do. So we're playing teams like Central Dauphin and Malvern Prep, and I mean, we were competitive with them.
Those are big schools.
Yeah. I mean, we played them tough, but I'm anxious now to go into a league that, you know, there's still good teams in this league, but they're not good teams that are big schools and have 10, 11 fresh guys to throw at you every 12 minutes or whatever. So I'm excited about doing that.
By the way, Coach Keeley is an incredible and hilarious interview to have. He told us like a 10-minute story that didn't even make it to air about his entire career and how he got, you know, where he is at Berks Catholic. So we enjoyed that, and that's part of the fun. Part of these Berks teams coming in, trying to get to know them, the coaches, the players, the tradition, all of that. We will do our best to kind of continually introduce you to some of these programs if you're just used to the LL League. But Eric, in Section 4, what's your temperature here? What are you feeling? Because there's a ton of teams that could really win things in here. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, and you know, when you showed the graphic of the different schools, I mean, Berks Catholic has been a perennial contender, as has Calico, as has LS, and of course Wyomissing's been in state finals the past couple of years. So, you know, again, you've got some programs that have just enjoyed a lot of success the past couple of years. Now they're in the same section, and they're going to be butting heads from week 1 through week 10. And I just think it's going to be tremendous. I mean, as I mentioned at the open, sections 2, 3, and 4, I mean, my goodness, you can't ask for better competition. And that's why I think, you know, once I really sat down and looked at the breakdown of the sections, I really did embrace this now, because I think you want to see good football, you could go to numerous games on a Friday night and see just some tremendous football games.
Well, we are all so glad you came around on this concept and you're embracing it now. I will tell you, I'm pretty sure week 10, we have Conrad Weiser and Calico football on the channel. By the way, the football schedule and the entire fall schedule is released, and you can go on over to brc11.com and check that out if you want to see when your favorite teams are on there. Tim, your thoughts on this Section 4? We will kind of pop in and out of it this season. We'll try and see what we can see. We'll see what happens in the playoffs, but give us your general thoughts heading in here.
You look at the Octorara team, too. That's a team that was a high-scoring team last year. You got a Donegal team who runs the football. They always have good athletes. And then you've got those teams that Eric had mentioned. Sorry, guys. If it went off. But my goodness, every week you've got those teams. What's going to be interesting is that the Berks County teams, there's more of them in that section, Eric. You wonder, are they going to know how to play them? And they're not going to know how to play the Lancaster Lebanon League teams. You just wonder, there's going to be a lot more scouting, I think, that has to be done now in all of these sections, from the starting of the game 1 all the way through probably week number 9 or week number 10. That's what's going to be interesting to me. The Berks County teams in Section 4 know each other too well, and I think that's when the good Lancaster County teams can really make a statement.
You know, that's interesting, Eric, that he brings up the whole scouting. You know, when you get into the groove of playing the same teams in your section in the LL every year, right? You start to know their trends. You know, Manheim Central has pretty much been the only team that's been able to stop Calico. Well, now all these teams are going to have to scout Cocalico and try and stop them from week to week. It's not as easy to do if you don't have that backlog of experience against it. So I didn't quite think of that until Tim mentioned that, but scouting from week to week might actually really be a key here in this Section 4.
Well, if you go back and look at the past couple of years, though, Cocalico has played Governor Mifflin. They played Conrad Weiser on a regular basis. They played Berks Catholic now in the district playoffs. So there's, probably more familiarity as far as Conrad Weiser is concerned with Cocalico. But, now you got some tape from last year on Berks Catholic. I think maybe for some of the other schools, but I think Cocalico has had some exposure to some of those Berks County schools, and it won't be as new to them because they've had competition against them the past couple of years.
All right, another great counterpoint there. Worth pointing out, by the way, Cocalico Ephrata scrimmaging this Saturday, I believe, over at War Memorial Field, 10 a.m. Hopefully I will be there getting some video for us. We'll see what Cocalico has, and we'll see what Ephrata has. We'll see what Andre Weidman looks like on the football field in his senior year. So everybody can look out for that social media-wise coming up this weekend.